Hello, my name is Felisa Diaz,
And my name is Julia Carrillo, and we're both from North Monterey County High School in Castroville.
and our primary mentor was Andrew Takimoto. On our project was on first-generation college students and peer support. First-generation college students, as we defined it, were the first members in their family to attend college, which was either parents or siblings. And from past research, first-generation college students often struggle due to the lack of knowledge when transitioning and the lack of support systems that they receive from peers and family. So first-generation college students from past research suggested that they were a group of at-risk students that include ethnic minority first-generation college students, and they have poor academic performance as well as are challenged culturally and academically with financial issues and are less persistent.
Okay, so as first-generation students transition to college, they enter their emerging adulthood, which is a period in between adolescence and young adulthood. It's basically them reaching for adulthood but not completely there yet. And it can range from ages approximately 18 to 25, but it can be longer or shorter depending on the person's situation. Some challenges of emerging adulthood include lack of resources, financial issues, the fact that they're away from the comfort and support provided by family, and mental illnesses. Some benefits include personal growth and opportunities for exploration, the gain of independence, and the development of an identity.
So peer support, it was the reliance on one another in efforts to academically and socially support one another. And evidence from past research proposes that peer support is an important factor in academic adjustment for college students. In this study, we defined peer support as the quality of first-generation college student friendship.
Okay, so academic self-efficacy is defined as the student's judgment of their capability to complete schoolwork successfully. Past research found that friendship played an important role into one's academic motivation and academic performance, but the relationship between academic self-efficacy and friendship support is unclear. So due to the limited amount of research on academic self-efficacy in first-generation college students, we decided to explore this topic. So academic self-efficacy is important for college because it can strengthen or weaken motivation. People with high academic self-efficacy are obviously more prone to choose challenges and set themselves higher goals and become more persistent. On the other hand, people with low academic self-efficacy tend to stray away from challenges and set lower standards for themselves.
Self-esteem. For self-esteem, it was a subjective and emotional evaluation of one's own worth, which includes self-acceptance and self-respect. And adolescents with low self-esteem experience more stress and poor coping. And possibly first-generation college students with low self-esteem will also experience the college transition as more difficult.
So we hypothesize that peer support, which is defined as friendship quality, will be possibly correlated to self-esteem and academic self-efficacy for ethnic minority first-generation college students.
So for our methods, our study included 104 first-generation college student participants with an average age of 21, and the data collected was in 2010. So as you can see, these were the graphs that we showed that separated their ethnicity and their gender.
So for the measures, we decided to use 3 items, which include friendship quality, academic self-efficacy, and self-esteem.
For our procedure, first-generation college students were recruited through an email blast and flyers and were paid $10 for completing an online survey that contained our measures shown in the other slide. So these were our results, and it was a correlation, so it showed that peer support was positively correlated with self-esteem, but it was not correlated with academic self-efficacy.
So we discovered that peer support was positively correlated with self-esteem for first-generation college students, but not positively correlated for academic self-efficacy. Therefore, our hypothesis was only supported for self-esteem, so maybe high-quality friendships may help first-generation college students feel validated and good about themselves, and possibly first-generation college students built their academic self-efficacy on their own or from other research such as how they perform in classrooms or feedback from professors.
So our limitations were that it was only from one university, so it may not generalize to other places, and the data was cross-sectional, so we can't determine whether friendship quality causes self-esteem or the other way around, and overwhelmingly the sample was Latino and Asian, so the findings may not generalize to other ethnic minorities. For future directions, we would like to consider gender differences in the association between peer support, academic self-efficacy, and self-esteem, and a longitudinal design to determine causal relationships and whether the association between peer support, academic self-efficacy, and self-esteem change over time. And we would thank you, and we would like to thank our mentors, which were Andrew Takimoto and Paulette, and as well as Margarita.